Alright guys, hey and welcome to what is basically my biannual Xenoblade Chronicles X video. I felt like making another video in this game because I love this game and I haven't made a video in a while. So today we're going to be going with the Oops All Support build, which is basically just Photon Saber cycle launches. I personally think that both these weapons are pretty fun and have some pretty fun things in their toolkit, so that's what we're going to be playing around with today. There's a lot of different ways you can build this. I'm going for an Astral Protection build with primarily potential or TP arts for damage. So I'm running the Ultra Nebula and Saboteurs with which are electric attribute. The attribute on them doesn't matter, but what's important is that they have double potential. And then I'm just running a Gravity Photon Saber. This is the best Photon Saber I have that's Gravity attribute. It's not that good of a Photon Saber, but it's Gravity attribute and that's what matters for this build. For the augments I'm running on the weapons, I'm running some Nullified Gravity Reflect since we're going to be fighting Nardacyon, and he has a Gravity Reflect during Phase 2, so we don't want to die to that because we're going to be using gravity damage, as well as 2 Night Vision augments to make sure that we can actually hit him. You can get by with just one with this build if you do some jank with hitting him from the back. That requires constantly running around him and repositioning, and I personally think that's kind of annoying. And there's not, while there are good augments I could use to fill this slot, none of them are really anything that I'm overly interested in. Outside of that, I'm opting for secondary cooldown reducer for some of my filler augments, just simply because melee attack doesn't really matter because we're mostly going to be using TP arts. Things like Ether Boost, or Gravity Boost in this case, don't really make that big of a difference. Weapon power is not really going to be helping me that much. And things like Appendage Crusher, while they can be nice, Nardacyon breaks all his appendages in Phase 3, so I don't want to be running it for that reason. I could probably get a faster kill if I was running a bunch of Appendage Crusher, but we're already going to be shredding him pretty quickly since Nardacyon is relatively fragile compared to some of the other super bosses. For my gear, I am running just basically to get the resistances I want. So here are the resistances you can see now. Mostly beam, thermal, and electric are what we care about since that's what Nardacyon uses. And I'm going to be using I am also stacking resist stun because Nardacyon's stun art is very annoying. Outside of that, I'll go ahead and scroll through my gear. I'm just kind of fitting some extra potential where I can, which I am able to do quite a bit of because we are going to be using Astral Protection in this build. So let's go ahead and talk about the arts. Astral Protection is a great defensive aura. I originally played around with some ideas of using Dual Dynamo for my aura for something offensive, but I ended up deciding on Astral Protection because the amount of potential up I could stack with augments with this just made this the better option. Plus it provides some passive healing, which is pretty nice since we're not going to have 100 attribute resistance in every category. Lightning Cloak is to help patch up our electric resistance, and so that we don't need to stack quite as much of that, which allows us to fit an extra potential up augment in. Essence Exchange is going to be our main form of TP economy. As you can see in the build, I am running a bit of Arts Gain TP anyways, though it's not super necessary with Essence Exchange, so those could pretty easily be subbed out for something else. Astral Heal, so that we can heal after using Essence Exchange. Astral Purge to clear debuffs such as the beam resistance down that Nardacyon likes to inflict. Then for our damaging arts, Starfall Rondo is a filler, and then Starlight Duster and Gravity Lunge are going to be our main 2 DPS arts. And for our skills real quick, running Aura Assault, this is a great skill to have on any physical build. Gives you a 30% base damage boost to your melee damage, as well as boosting your melee accuracy. Secondary Accelerator to just further increase my secondary cooldowns. Inner Search for a bit more potential, and Fast Forward so that I can get my arts off cooldown even faster. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the fight itself. I'm going to be trying something out just to kind of try the style of video a little bit. I'm not going to be giving any commentary during the video itself, so I do hope that you enjoy this, and I will see you at the... I'm probably not going to be doing commentary at the end of the video, but I will see you guys at the end of it.
your orders.